Hello all, welcome back to my channel. This is Babu Krishna. So till now we have seen whatever the Linux shell scripting until command line argument signals and all. Of course, before that conditional statements, loops, the variables, everything actually. So now it is time for us to do the last unit, which is nothing but the debugging and a sample application. So in this session, we will try to see the debugging, and if time permits, we'll see the application, small application. Otherwise, we'll take that one in the next session. Okay, so before we start, let me open the documents, of course, notes, and then lastly, we will open the presentation for cross reference. Okay, so let me go to the last slide, the last page of the document. So, unit 9. Okay, so now we have something unit 10, which is nothing but the debugging. Okay, I take session 1. Okay, so first we'll see whatever the debugging concept, and also for the debugging, you have something called command prompt or prompt status. Whatever the PS, we have seen PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4. So PS4 will come into the debugging. So you can change that default thing. So that we will see, and then of course prompt command we already seen that in the whatever the unit one. So let us recheck, let us cross check that particular one. Okay, so let me start whatever the debugging actually. So let us assume you want to debug your let me open a terminal for that, and let me okay, so let me go to the shell samples, make directory, debugging. Okay, so directory not needed. Let us do that. Okay, so let us assume I want to do my script. Actually, I have written a script and assume that my script I want to debug actually. So then what you will do? So you need to know, like, know how you will be, like, what are the, like, let us assume in the line one what is there, line two what is there, how it is initializing. So all the debug information of the script file you need to know. So this is one way to do know is the debugging. This is nothing but with set command actually. So you will be using the command called set command, which you will do the debugging. So this is one thing. Or you can also use this particular bash script, which will automatically give these options, set options, nothing but both two options are there. X is for execute, V is for verbose, and then whatever the script file. So I can say this one as a whatever the script file. Okay, so either way you can do. Okay, so before starting a script file, this is set command. As we said, there are two options actually, two options. One is with -b, which is nothing but verbose, means whatever it has the code, it will repeat the code actually. Verbose means if you say ls, then it will say ls, means you need to programmer will be knowing that you like no typed the ls actually, that particular command. And x is for execute. Okay, so before this particular one, let us check and we'll go to the second case. So let us see, like no how to set this particular the command actually. So both thing to enable, this is -v, okay, and set +v for disable. This is other way around. Generally plus is for disable like that, but remember this is for minus is for enable, and then this is plus is for the disable actually, disabling the that particular option. Okay, so disable execute, so x is for execute. So let us check on that now. Anyway, default it will be disabled. Now I say ls or something, nothing is there. Now I say pwd, it give the pwd. Now with -v verbose we will see actually. So I am setting this on this command line, and now if I say ls, whatever I typed actually it will repeat, that is the verbose. Now if I say pwd, okay, whatever I typed it is repeating, and then the output of that particular command. So here no outputs, that's what it is, nothing it is given. So now let us assume I will enable -x also. Okay, so now I enable -x. So that's what the execute, since it is a verbose mode already set, whatever you are writing, it is written here actually. And now I say whatever the ls. Okay, so if you see here, this ls is nothing but this is the execute, means it is the verbose, and then it is executing this particular thing. So before execution it will tell you the execution status, so with what values it has taken and all that, it will be letting you know. Okay, so now maybe we can say PWD as well. So it will be same. This particular plus symbol with this is plus symbol signifies X actually execution status. So if it is a variable, it will give the variable value, and if it is like counter, it will give the counter and all. Anyway, we'll check with the program, but before that, mm, like no, we will see this one in the command line. Now, if you see here, echo PS4, because of PS4 this particular plus sign is coming actually. So if you don't want, let us assume I want to make it as a star. Maybe let us assume I will say star this one PS4. Now if you see ls, then you can see this one instead of plus you have replaced this one with star actually. And if I say pwd whatever, it is replaced this one, but it will not be much meaning if you give a plus instead of plus minus like star. It will not be a big benefit actually. So we will see that one, what is the benefit it will be if you want to set it actually. So let us assume I am executing my script file. I want to know the line number, I want to know the script file which is executing, then you can use this ps4. So that is the real usage. But instead of plus, if you are using the minus, it is no big deal actually. So let me revert back to ps4 is whatever plus. Okay, and then whatever it has this, like since it is a verbose and then execution, so this is the verbose and then this is the execution. Okay, so now I will reset this. Say I say set plus b plus x, and now if I say less pwd, and now I am reverting back to the same thing. Now let us write is like no a loop counter. Okay, so I say counter dot sh. So I want to print from 1 to 5. So let me write a small script to do that. So I say mm, counter equal to 1. So okay, and I just use the counter less than or equal to 5. I'm not doing anything, just I am printing uh, the values of the counter, which is nothing but 1 to 5 actually. Maybe no need of this double quotes. Okay, so and I need to increment the counter, otherwise it will fall into infinite. Okay, so now I have this. I'm not using anything, so maybe we need to do change mode. Mm, and I have this. And if you execute, you know that one, the normal output you will get actually 1 2 3 4 5. But let us assume I want to execute this, and I want to execute this script with whatever minus x and minus v options. How I will do? Simply you need to say bash, okay, as we have seen here, and xv. X is for execute, v is for verbose. So either way it is okay. It is not like x has to come first like that. So it can be anything. So if you see this one, this is nothing but the how it is executed actually. So the without like you can directly do this execution debugging for that script file. So if you see, this is the first line. Oh, okay, so I this is the first line, and this is the verbose. So counter equal to 1, and this is whatever the execution actually. So counter plus is equal to 1, and then verbose. So it has displayed everything, and of course this one not needed. Accidentally pressed there. Okay, now this one is execution actually. So means what? First one counter was 1, so 1 less than or equal to 5 it is checking, and then if this is true, so it is coming here and echo 1. That's what it is printing actually. So and then I have counter plus 1. Now counter plus 1 become 2 actually. After this I am going 2 less than or equal to 5, like that it is checking, and then echo $2. 3 less than 5, echo $3, like that it is keep on doing on that. Now it is checking lastly 6 less than or equal to 5, which is the end case. No, that is false, so it is coming out of the loop. So this is the debugging complete information it will give you. So let us assume you don't want the verbose mode actually, only execute. Okay, you can just say minus x, then it will not give whatever the verbose it is given. Means this generally this code counter equal to 1, this particular loop it is avoided, and then it is given only the execution status. So it will replace the values with the variables values it will replace, and also whatever the statements execution it will show. So this is nothing but your debugging actually. Okay, so now if you only want to see the verbose, which may not be that meaning, so you can also check on this. So verbose, you will have only this particular whatever the code it will be given. So you can have the mixture both, so that you will be able to debug this actually. So this is the how you will be debugging. So this is one way. Now let us assume I want to debug not from here. Let us assume I want to do something like this. Of course, you can do both at a time, but okay. I am doing one by one. So minus v and sorry, plus x. Okay, so this one. So you can also do from the script file actually. So, okay, from the script file. So if I say dot whatever, you can see here it is doing the same thing. Instead of bash minus xp, you are doing from here actually. So this is what how you have done the same way. Then what is the benefit? So let us assume I want to know this is which line it is executed and which is the file it is executed, like that. So let us make this one to a let me write whatever the undo. Okay, so let us do with the ps4 actually. So if I use this particular ps4, okay, and I say like I want to write the script file, so that is nothing but $0 is the name of the script file, and I want to write a line number. So let us assume this, you can use the built-in variable line envo, and plus sign, let us use the same plus sign, and then whatever the space actually. So now let us check what this will do. Okay, so now if I do this, then it is given you what is the script file it is executing, and then what is the line number. So if you, I can open another terminal so that we can see the line number also. Okay, so shell samples debugging. So if you see this one, line number 7 actually. So if you see maybe set nu. So if you see this one, it came into the line number 7. So initially this is line number 6 actually. Okay, so this is 6 counter equal to 1. Like that, it is displayed whatever the line number. So this will be benefited. So if I just give whatever the like, you can also say bash whatever dot counter or just counter dot h. Then also it will give this is $0 actually. So this is how you are sending. This is $0 you are sending. So you can send like this or like this. So if you are sending with bash also, this is counted $0, not this one. Okay, and you can also as we have seen, you can also pass from there actually. Bash minus x minus v is, if you pass there, there is no need to do set minus x and plus x. So this is the use of the ps4. So I want to know my script file, that's what I have given, and I have placed the dot. So it is maybe not needed. If you don't want, you can ignore the dot or space, something like that, and then the line number. So dollar line number I have given, and the plus default I have given. Okay, so this is how you will be using the ps4 prompt status command within your script file for debugging. So remaining things will be same actually. So this is how you will be debugging. Okay, now we have seen the debugging. Now let us see the prompt command actually. So if I say maybe the prompt command, the debugging we have seen. Now let us see the prompt command. And yeah, we have seen also the ps4, the usage of ps4. So ps4 in the script file, what we have written, script file ps4. Of course you can do export also if you want to do double quote or single quote, you can do if you can do export if you want to make it appear all the subshells actually. So but I am just using only for that. Anyway, I am not creating any subshells, so it doesn't matter in this case. So like this I will be using. So the script file I have given like this. Don't give try to give here a ps4 the same line number. It will take the command line number, not this line number, command line number, which may be different from your source code line number actually. So don't give ps4 from here because that is different. So if I say, we can also experiment that. So if I say this line number, it will be whatever the like, let us assume I give dollar line number actually. So if I say that one, now if I say ps4 this particular, okay, what is that, dollar line number only, right? Export, okay, ps4, okay, so line number, okay, okay, zero, what is that line number? Something issue, okay, this one, yeah. So somewhere some issue, line info, single quote only we have given, dollar ps4, dollar line number, export ps4, okay. Let me give this ps4, okay. This should be the like no command thing actually. So which is I'm not sure. It has to give the line number. Something went uh, wrong actually. Dollar PS4 is dollar line number. Give me a second. Maybe I'll do export. Doesn't matter actually. So echo dollar PS4. Double quotes also doesn't matter actually. So okay, so double quotes. Oh, sorry. Single quotes you should not give because we know that one it will not interpret actually. So like the double quotes we need to give. That's what like line number. It is interpreting from the shell actually, but in the command line it is not interpreting. So uh, like if you see here, I have given the single quotes only there. So it is interpreting from there because that is a built-in variable. But here it is not. So you need to give the double quote. So if you see here, this is whatever the command number actually. That is not the line number. Line number is nothing but what is the command number in this particular terminal actually. So don't give that one in this particular terminal actually. Okay, so you need to give only from the uh, script file, then that will be useful. Okay, so let me exit from this and then let us see the prompt command actually. So let me see, maybe. Okay, so let us check on the, if I see pwd. Okay, now let us check on the prompt command actually, which we have seen that quickly we will see here actually. So let us assume I want to make my like ps1 as something like this. Okay, so let us assume I want to make my ps1 as like this actually. But something, if you want to give the prompt command, let us assume I want to make my prompt command as something like this. I want to say maybe date our time we will take. So let us assume I want to 12 9 21, right? Okay, so something hour minute, and I want high colon like this. So let us assume I want to write something like this. Every command I want to write like this. So this one I can initialize with the prompt command actually. So prompt command will come before the ps1. So let us do that. So before doing that one, let us do something like this. So let us assume ls means it will give like this. And if you do maybe if I do ls here, no difference. If I see this one, yes, now you can see here, maybe I say ls minus l actually. So if you see here, these are all different like no lines it is giving you. So let us assume if you want to give in one line, you can also do something like this, echo uh, maybe dollar ls actually. So if you see this one, it will write into only the one line actually. So it will be merging all the contents actually. So you can also execute with the dollar, which you have seen in the expression how to execute that one. You can also put the command. The same thing we will put for the time actually. So before doing prompt command, let me show you what I will try to do. I say echo dollar minus n. I want to display the time, nothing else I want to do. Dollar, I want to take whatever the date, and maybe before that date we will see actually. So if I want hours, minutes, seconds, I need to use something like this: date, capital date plus capital H, capital M, and capital S. So this which we have seen in the Linux basics scripts, like no Linux basics topic we have seen. If you want to get this, now let us assume I want to get the in the square brackets like this actually. So then you got like this. And now if you want maybe something like this, not sure. Oh sorry, you need to give echo. Okay, so now if you see this one, you got whatever this way actually. Okay, so this, let us put that one in the prompt command. Now I say prompt command equal to, maybe double quotes we'll put, echo minus n. You know what is the use of minus n, otherwise it will be displaying in the next line. Oh, so, and I have whatever percent h, percent m, capital M. You should not give small. Mm, if you give the small, then it will be like a different thing, month, like that it will be giving you. Okay, so I have these. Okay, and then close up double quotes. So you can see here, If I use this one, this particular prompt command, it has came before this particular ps1 actually. So you see the difference here. So this is the ps1 and this is the prompt command. So prompt command will come before the ps1, prompt status 1. Okay, so this finishes the debugging part. Let us open the slides so that we will cross check whether we have missed anything. I have the presentation unit 10. Okay, so now, yeah, debugging, start debugging, showing execution status, stop debugging, program to demonstrate debugging, ps4 command, prompt command, sample application, which we will see in the next session. So you, as we have seen, bash minus vx or xv and script name to run scripts in the verbose mode. V stands for verbose, it will tell what it is doing. X is for execution. Shell programming is very simple and powerful feature which you already experienced till now. Shell scripts can run on any Linux system, that also you are well aware of. Shell scripts are interpreted by the shell, which we already know. Now, set useful for large script. This is not for a small thing, but if you want to do industry related, like no very big application, you want to debug that, then this will be quite useful. So start debugging minus v and minus x is for execution status, which will tell you it will replace the values with variables actually. So variables with values. So whatever the variables you have, it will replace with the proper values in that particular execution. That particular set, like no, if it is a looping 5 times, in that particular, if it is a first time, it will give the like one, like otherwise second is two, like that, which we have seen in the program. So plus v is for stop debugging, plus x is for stop debugging the verbose and execution. And prompt ps4, which we have seen, which is what is the use of that. Better if you want to use this ps4 debugging in your script, then that is useful actually. And read file contents. Yeah, so you are writing a script to generate a big file, like this is line 1, line 2, like that, line 100 actually. So this is less and more, how you will see. So I hope this one anyway we will get across the less and more this particular comments. If you have a large set of lines, less and more also we can do that one. Or you can say cat lines and then pipe symbol, mm, you can more like that, or less, whatever it is. So like you want to read pages file wise actually, so the data page wise, then you will be uh, using this. And scroll backwards, scroll space bar for forward, q for quit. Okay, this is just like no, this is part of Linux basics, not particularly to the shell. That what is then particularly to this shell is you are creating a generating a file, like this is line 1, like that you are generating actually. So you can use the scripts for generating so many things. Let us assume I have all my script files, all my python files. Assume that I want to make a list of python files, then using the script you can do that one. So you may do a find and then get the output, and then you can use a while loop, and then for each file you can traverse or a for loop, and then you can write that particular contents into a file actually, like that. So you know this one, greater than is for output IO redirection, double greater than is with append mode. Okay, so this is the uh, generating a file, like this is like 100 lines of files actually. So that is simple. Maybe I will do that. Okay, so generate file, maybe generate file. Okay, so simple for line. Okay, I can use whatever user bin env bash. Okay, so for line in whatever 1 to 100, this one you can even pass command line arguments. Okay, so like this to echo, this is line dollar line 1, line 2, like this it will give you. And I want to redirect to some file like lines.txt actually. So this one you can also, maybe lastly it is appending, this is last line. Okay, so last line doesn't need any line number. Okay, so I say greater than. Here no need to put this, I'll just say this one greater than and double greater than. So if I generate this, I can directly do that. Okay, and then if I say cat lines.txt, you can see here. Okay, okay, what is the problem? This is line 1. Okay, okay. So if you don't give that one, it will give only the 99th line actually, because that is in a loop. Okay, so let us try this now. If you say pi generate, okay, so cat lines dot text, you can see here whatever, and then if I want less lines dot text, you can do that. Okay, so the same less or more will be same. Okay, so this is how you will be doing. Of course you have some wrong output here. This one, this is from the previous one. Maybe I will remove this, remove lines dot text and re-execute, so that you will get the correct output actually. So I say change mode u plus x generate file, and I will say whatever. Now if I say now lines dot text, now you know that one, it given you correctly actually. Okay, so this is how you will be generating the file actually. This is less and more also, you can check. Okay, so now okay, so sample application we'll see in the next session. So this, in this session we have seen debugging, ps4 and prompt command. Okay, then I hope the video is useful for you. uh, and if you have any comments, you can submit in the comment section. I will try to, if you have any questions, I will try to answer your questions. Okay, then see you in the next video. Maybe that is the last video for the shell scripting. Okay, then until then, bye. See you in the next video. Bye for now.